Is this statue in the National Gallery filled with human organs? Well, unlikely. It's a question that haunts me as I research whether Edgar Degas could have been Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper's victims all seemed to be sex workers, and many had organs stolen from their bodies. Degas is most famous for painting ballerinas. What history has forgotten is that ballerinas at that time were often SWs themselves. Degas' depictions of the little rats, as the youngest ballerinas were called, were rarely flattering. Contemporary critics noted that this looked like a dead face. This statue of a 14-year-old girl was done without clothing and was made with flesh-colored wax, then dressed it and gave it a human hair wig. When exhibited, it was called ugly and repulsive. Wax was considered too pedestrian for fine art. It was what cheap dolls and mannequins were made of. It was what they used to preserve organ specimens. The National Gallery added an X-ray of the little dancer to its webpage. Large portions of the center are merely listed as organic material. And because wax is an organic material, I was hoping that it was just wax. However, they have wax delineated in a separate color. The dancer rests in fourth position. Her arms are held rigid behind her in a pose that should look familiar to those who enjoy Shibari or other submissive art depictions. However, the jut of her neck seems defiant, almost like a focal point, as the neck seems to be a focal point for most of Degas' art. All of Jack the Ripper's victims were